Assalamu alaikum. This is Fawad Hussaini, and today we are going to have a demonstration how to create assignment on Google Classroom using Google Forms. So let me start as a teacher with the name Fawad Hussaini there. I have to go to my classroom. This page would represent the number of classes I have been invited to or I am already a part of it. So the class I want to work with is I'm going to work with class for teachers. Okay, if you look on the People's tab, I have a couple of students. One is as Hania Fawad, another one is technical support. I'm going to my classwork, and let's say we want to create a assignment for the subject of maths using a Google form. So I'm going to click on this create button, and then I'm going to select quiz assignment instead of a basic assignment. I'm going to use a quiz assignment because we can mark the answer keys and it will be automatically graded. Clicking on this quiz assignment, it will ask me to give the title. So let's say I have given it a name, Maths Quick Test. At the bottom of the page, if you see, there is one Google form attached as a blank quiz. And lastly, there is one button, grade importing. It is disabled. If I click it again, it switched to the right hand side and it means it's enabled now. So I'm going to blank quiz. And on the blank quiz, I have to give it a name. The top name is the name of the file. That's a Google Forms file. So let me give the same name. And just for the sake of clarity, I'm going to give the form same name. I'm just going to Control C and Control V to paste the same name. So it would be easier to remember, easier to identify. Now this sheet is appearing at the bottom. You can see there is the untitled question is appearing with option 1. You have to click on this untitled question. There you can type the question in. For example, I want to put in now I'm giving the options. I have given 4 options. Now I have to give the correct answer. So I will click on this answer key and I know the correct answer is 49. You have to give the marks of this question. For example, I want to give it 2 marks and click on this done button. So the first question is created. Now I want to go for another question. So I have to click on this add button. Now I can type in my question and there on the right hand side, I have an options like what kind of feedback I am expecting. So I can have a short answer. I could have a paragraph. I can go with the check boxes. I can also have linear scales and other things. But for you, since you are at the beginner level, so I would suggest you to go either with the multiple choice answers or a short answer. If you want to have automatic grading, so you must have to go with a multiple choice question because the short answer you would have to put in the marks because computer would not be able to see either it's a correct or wrong answer. So let me add the second question. I'm going to add 3 questions for the sake of understanding. Okay, for example, there I have write a complex equation. not even the equation, just the numbers things, and they just have to solve it and get me the answer. So for example, here it should be 19, and then 19 should be multiplied by 3, and 19 into 3 into 15, or I should add another bracket in order to make it a bit easier for them. Okay, just to make the, instead of making it a bit more complex, I'm just removing it. So there's 19, and then 19 is going to be multiplied by 5, and then I'm going to add 1. 19 into 5 plus 1 should be 96. So let's say an option 1, 96, 6. We have C. Okay, I have to put the answer, that is 90.2. Done. It's 96. And then remember, you have to click on this required button, because if you not click on this button, it means this is an optional. So we have to make that compulsory. The student must have to answer it. Third one, true and false. Required, yes. Answer key is true. Points 2. Done. So we are done with 3 of our questions, and then the only thing left is we don't want to send it to someone. We just wanted to create this test. So this has been created. It says all changes saved in a drive. I'm going back to my classroom tab. There it was. I just have to click on this refresh, so the name would appear as it is, Maths Quick Test. I'm clicking on refresh button. Now, if you see the thing what I was working on, it's appearing as a draft. I have to click it again. Click on edit assignment. There you see the name appears, Maths Quick Test. So the left hand side has been done. Now we just have to link it to the respective section. That should be maths in my case. I have to give it the marks like 6, because I have 3 questions to each, and simply go for assign. So we have created our assignment using a Google form. If you look at this picture, it says there it's being assigned to 2 students. Nobody is turned in. Now I am going to perform from the student perspective. So let me just switch over to a student. I am appearing here as Hania Fawad. The stream was updated. If I click on show, it gives me a new assignment as a maths quick test. So students click on this button. They see that there is a Google form attached to it. There is nothing appearing on that side. They have to click on this document. A Google form would open up. It says, answer this question. The square of 7 is 49. The answer of this problem, let's say she answered it incorrectly, and the square has 4 equal angles. She answered it correctly. So now she wants to have a copy of her responses. So she click on this button, and then she will submit it. If you want to see the score, that should be 4 out of 6. So there is the score, 4 out of 6. And which one is wrong? It has been highlighted here. Correct answer is there. So now she know what has been done. Even she is not waiting for the teacher to give her a response. From the teacher's perspective, if we switch back there, if you see now, it has been changed. One is assigned and one is turned in. Let me go for a second user. Let me sign in. So this is my another student, and we are going to perform the same activity using a different student. So this student is a part of this class for teachers. And there, if he go to classwork, there is one. He has to apply. There is another method is to click on this view your work, and on this page you would see that what has been assigned to you and what you have responded. For example, he has been assigned this one, maths quick test, but he has not responded. He only has responded to this assignment. So now he wants to go to it. He will click on view details, and there is a form. We'll click on the form, and you know the answers. He wants to have a response, and click on submit. If he go to view score, it should be 6 out of 6. That's it. So he has done his part. Going back to the teachers, now he has 2 turned in, nobody left behind. Now the teacher wants to see how does it goes, like what were the scores of the students. If he comes over there, if you look at the students, there are no marks are appearing. It's null out of 6, null out of 6. But if we look at the right hand side, there's a button import grades. You have to click on this import grades. So it will call all the data from your Google form. Clicking on this button, and there you go. You have 4 out of 6 for Hania, 6 out of 6 for technical support. So we are done with this activity, and the teacher has all the marks for all the students in his or her class. Now, if we go to the grade section, it will give you the clear picture, what number of assessment has been done and what were the results. So for example, lastly, we did one science assignment where we just went through one of the student, not both of them. And this time around, we have tried both of the students. So now you have the responses, and we have tested both of the options, like going with the Google Doc and going with the Google form. The last option we are going to try now would be a PDF file. If we do our assignments as a PDF file, how the students are going to respond and what would be the criteria of assessment. So we are going to come up with another video. You may go through this video again and again and then try this out yourself. Thank you very much for your time.